If you don't already know who I am, I'm Ainsley Huggins, and today my informative speech is about cigarettes. I chose to speak about cigarettes because most people only know the top layer of what cigarettes can do and affect, so I wanted to take out time to break cigarettes down and tell you about the things in it and what they do or cause. I've seen the handiwork of cigarettes personally. My grandfather passed away from diseases and illnesses that had a lot to do with smoking cigarettes consistently from a young age to about midlife. These little things were invented in 1614. So what's in a cigarette? There are over 4,000 chemicals in cigarettes, and 51 of those are known to be carcinogenic. A carcinogen is something that causes cancer. The main ingredient that is so well known is tobacco. Besides tobacco, three of the most widely known chemicals are nicotine, tar, and carbon monoxide. Tobacco is a green leafy plant that is grown in warm climates. Once they are picked, they are dried and machines break the leaves into small pieces. An English colonist, John Rolfe, arrived in Jamestown, Virginia in 1609 and was the first settler to successfully raise tobacco. He was married to an Indian who we all know well, Pocahontas. Tobacco causes over 20% of all deaths in the U.S. alone and kills up to 50% of its users. One person dies every 6 seconds from a tobacco-related disease. Addiction to tobacco impacts poverty and development. The next chemical is nicotine. Nicotine is a strong poisonous drug. It's also a stimulant drug, which means it increases activity of the body and is pleasurable and invigorating. This is what makes it so addicting. Unfortunately, it includes psychoactive effects depending on it physically, relapse after abstinence, and compulsive use. In the past, it was used as an insecticide. In its pure form, one drop on a person's tongue would kill them. Then we have the chemical tar. Tar is the only material that remains after tobacco passes through the filter of the cigarette. It paralyzes and eventually kills cilia as it is inhaled into the lungs. Cilia are tiny hair-like projections that line the trachea and help trap pollutants. When someone smoking a cigarette inhales a lot of the tar will stick to and blacken the lungs. Tar is found in material to make ropes. It's responsible for staining of smokers' fingers and teeth and contributes to lung diseases. Lastly, the chemical carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas. Every time someone smokes a cigarette, they are inhaling this gas. This is also found in car exhaust. It interferes with our respiratory and circulatory systems, which include our breathing, heart, veins, and arteries. When we breathe in air, it passes down the windpipe and through the bronchial tubes into the lungs. The cilia help to clean the air that passes through to the lungs, but they can't do that because the tar from the cigarette has already paralyzed them, making it easier for the gas to get to our lungs. Cigarettes are a sad invention, and whoever made them, I'm sure, didn't know all the terrible things it would cause and lead to. They are the leading preventable cause of death in the United States. People who smoke them are more likely than non-smokers to get heart disease, lung cancer, and have strokes. It's a very sad thing, but most people do it because they're either pressured into doing it, they grow up around it, or they're just addicted to it. There's so many types of reasons why people smoke. But if you know someone that smokes, try to get them to quit. Or if you are smoking yourself, try to quit. I hope this was very informing for you. It helps me out by doing the research for this. But don't do drugs. Don't take Nike's advice. And that's about it. Thank y'all.